So I'm going to head over to my browser now. And earlier on, I said that Google is my best business card. So let me show you right now what I mean by that actually. So I type in my name. You know how Google works. I don't have to explain that part to you. I just append this question mark in here. And now Google does its magic. It finds 327,000 results. I'm not going to read all of these, and neither will you. Maybe the top 10. So you go to the first website, have a look, the second website, have a look, and so on, which is quite time consuming. But instead, here we go. My AI has now read all these websites already and summarized them into this part over here. And there's quite a lot of links about me, my media, press releases, interviews, social media, etc. You can do this with any topic. Let's say my mentor is into community building. Then again, Google finds 4.7 million websites. But what is really important about community building? Let's have a look. And here is the answer. What is it? A few principles, the importance, and so on. And if you just do a quick research, that's good enough. You don't have to spend an hour to read all these websites that Google has found for you. The AI has done that job for me within seconds. Now, at the beginning of this event here, you have seen my avatar speak and introduce me. This was generated by this particular tool here. I will not mention the name of the tools because the names don't really matter. What it does for you matters. And there's many other tools that can do the same. And that's why I'm not really mentioning the names, but I can help you with all these tools that if you want to implement them, how you can specifically make use of them for you and your business or your job. That's what my avatar said in the beginning. Thank you, Mr. Siegmann. Remember that just a few moments ago. That was what I've shown you. You can simply upload one video of you so the AI can learn how you talk, as well as obviously what you look like. And then you can simply place any words into your own mouth, and the software then moves the lips accordingly so that it appears as if you speak for real. And so you can make a video in minutes instead of hours, saving you a ton of time. Amazing, isn't it? How many of you like that? Type L for like into the chat box. All right, thank you. So the next thing I'll show you is content creation, how you can easily create any content, whether that's an article, whether that's a blog post, whether that's an essay, or even whole books that you want to write with AI. It can be ChatGPT, that can be Gemini, it can be Claude, whatever. I use ChatGPT here for this example and show you how very quickly I can write amazing, engaging blog post. So I go to this tool here. I've already spent the one-time effort in coming up with a prompt, what I want it to do. I can't show you that right now. I don't have the time, but all I change is the title of the blog post. How small businesses can benefit from AI. Subtitle, tools and strategies. So that is my blog post. It's going to be about. Normally, if I want to write this manually, it would take me an hour and a half at least. So let's see what it takes ChatGPT to do the same. All I have to do now is type blog in, then disappears. I hit enter and sit back and relax while ChatGPT does the work for me. So here I can see it writing. Type definitely faster than I can. Then it writes me a summary. This is all based on the prompt that I have defined before. If you know how to prompt, that is also a skill that is very, very important, but easy to learn. I've spent quite a lot of time mastering this and be happy to share that with you as well. So here's my blog post now. So what I'll do is this whole thing that ChatGPT has written for me now. I copy, go to Beehive, which is the newsletter software that I'm using. Of course, I don't start from blank. I use a template that I've predefined. I have a newsletter that comes out Monday to Saturdays, and then every Sunday I do a recap for those who don't read all the Monday to Saturday ones. So I just say use this template. If you want to subscribe to my newsletter, I will put the link to that into the Telegram group, and later on I'll show you how you can sign on to the Telegram itself. So here I paste the text. The newsletter is done. We'll just give the title, copy it, and paste it in here. So my newsletter is done. But for the website, I also want to have a thumbnail. So I use this AI tool here. That's the picture of Donald Trump kissing Marilyn Monroe, which you saw in my PowerPoint earlier on. I will now see how small businesses can benefit from AI. Pick image generation. Actually, before AI, I couldn't even do it at all, no matter how long time I would have had. It was not possible for me. Of course, if you're a graphic designer or have the right software, it is possible. Okay, let's say I take this one and I'll add the thumbnail here, and I'm done. It took me like 3 minutes to write a newsletter, including an image. I will schedule this now, and off it goes. Done. Very, very fast. And newsletter is just an illustration. Anything else you want to write, an ebook, an article, a research paper, it can be the same. Of course, you probably would want to vet it first and not blindly copy paste like I did just now for demonstration purposes only. AI is certainly not perfect, but it's an awesome tool to help your productivity. Likewise, talking about images, often you want to remove the background of an image, replace it with your own background or put it into somewhere else, which took me previously, depending on the image, let's say this image here, which is the voucher that you all will also find in the Telegram group later for my online courses, $50. This has very intricate details. To remove those would have probably taken me 20 minutes. You can see all the small holes in here. That is very, very tedious. AI, 10 seconds, done. Isn't that fabulous? If you think that's really amazing, type A for amazing into the chat box. In my past life, I was a banker, and in the banks, like many other big companies, you have a lot of meetings. And once I was a little bit senior enough, I was lucky to have a secretary, not my own, we shared amongst some senior staff. But it took the secretary always a day or so and a couple of hours effort to write meeting minutes from our meetings and action items and all that. How many of you have the same issue? Whether you do it yourself or a secretary, yes, right? Everybody has a lot of meetings, and it's really, really an awful task to write minutes. But this software here and others, like I said, does this automatically. It simply listens into your meeting, and the moment your meeting is finished, gives you a transcript, a summary, a task list, and everything you want from that meeting, like here for my previous webinar, for example. Automatically, you don't have to do anything. It just emails it to you about 2 or 3 minutes after the meeting is done. Finish. 100% of effort saved for something more meaningful. It also automatically puts these meeting minutes into this software here, which is brilliant for collaboration with Teams. You can send messages to each other. You can store the meeting minutes and other information that you need. Here is, you can see it like an intranet without having to implement or pay for an intranet. But it's a brilliant collaboration tool in AI that you can also connect to many other different softwares like Google or Zoom or this one just now that I showed you, so that it's all nicely integrated by itself without effort. That's always the point. Automation. Then how many of you actually have to do presentations, probably with PowerPoint or some other software? But many companies always do presentations. And it takes a lot of effort depending on the complexity of the presentation. How many of you would be interested to learn how we can do this automatically, largely automated, not 100%, within minutes? What previously you took 4 hours or 1 day to do a presentation. Type me in the chat box if you want to see that. Okay, so let me show it to you. Here, this software can generate beautiful slides. And an additional benefit of that is if you send those to a customer, it can actually also give you analytics, whether the customer actually watched your presentation or not, or out of 10 slides, he only got to see the first 3 and the rest he skipped. So, a brilliant tool. Let's generate a new presentation. You can also do documents or websites, all automatically. For demonstration purposes, I make it a bit shorter. Let's say 4 slides. How can AI benefit small businesses? That's all very generic. Of course, if you write a better prompt, you will get a better output. But right now, right here, I don't have the time, but I can show you, if you're interested in that, how you can specifically make use of that in your own business. You just need to contact me. We can schedule a consultation and see what you actually need, what makes sense for you. Every person, every business is different, obviously. It's done. Say continue. You can, of course, change it if you don't like the suggestions by the tool. But like I said, for now, I just proceed without editing to save some time. You can also pick different themes. I think I choose this one. Now it's going to generate our presentation. So here can you see on the left side, the first slide is done. I just sit back and relax while my presentation is being done for me. You can see it happening in front of your eyes. All right, let's have a look. This is the second slide. It can also do groupings, come up with the content itself. It can also add pictures, but I didn't ask it to, but it can to make it look better. I took only about 2 or 3 minutes to generate this short presentation, and you can make bigger, more sophisticated ones in your own business that you need for your meetings or your customer or your proposals or whatever the case might be. But it can be done very easily, save you a ton of time. 90% or more of the time that you need now to generate such a presentation. Isn't that wonderful? Also, email. I think pretty much everybody take a lot of time for email. So let me show you first the outbound and later the inbound, what I can do about email in order to make it a bit more efficient. Unfortunately, it can't be 100% automated, but it can help you a lot. In this case here, I say, write to info@aya Smart Solutions. That is my office email address. Ask them to postpone Thursday's meeting to Friday to save time. Or something like that. I just write in normal English to my email and all that, write subject and text and so on. I just simply write this short sentence in plain English, and then this tool will do the job for me. Now it's going to go to my Gmail, come up with a subject line and a text, insert this email address and send it to the recipient without me. I can actually navigate off that screen. I don't have to stare at it. I can do something else now. I'm only doing this so that you can watch what's happening. So the tool is writing now, doing its work, goes to Gmail. Again, you can see that I'm not doing anything. It's fully automated. It explains to you here what's this doing, while it's doing it in the background. Now we see it inserts the email address that I've specified, come up with the subject line, saves as a draft, now writes the text. I could have probably not written it that nicely, and it would have taken me a couple of minutes to do that, which now I can save to do something else. If I didn't have to show you what's happening on the screen, I would simply navigate off and do something else while this runs in the background. How many of you like this? Type me into the chat box if you think this is amazing and you like your email written for you rather than writing it yourself. Thank you. I'm just going to send it off. Done. All done by the AI tool itself without my intervention. That was the outgoing emails. Now I'll show you another tool that can handle my incoming emails. What it can do is can classify your incoming emails and recommend actions to do. But I like this even better here, the auto drafter. This writes emails automatically without me doing anything based on certain rules. Now, caution is recommended for this. So I had to prompt this tool here that it should follow this process, retrieve the contents of the email, check the contents, and adhere to a certain rule. But again, this is a one-time effort and easy to do. And certain rules, for example, that are defined here, write professional style, but concise, never reply to metrics reports, like my newsletter, for examples. Or if someone wants me to sell something, politely decline. because I always get so many sales emails every day. And then what it will do, for example, tells you what the email is about. This one was some promotional email from this company. So you can see, for example, what it writes here. Thank you for reaching out, sharing the details. While it sounds like valuable, I must politely decline. Thank you for sharing exciting updates. While I appreciate, I must politely decline, and so on. You simply can define certain rules, and then this tool writes the email for you. Certainly for very important emails, you might not want to do auto reply. I think most people have the issue that 80% of emails are not really that important, and those you can handle with the tool. Good or good? Type G for good. Many of us who are in business, whether you're a solopreneur, business owner, or even in the marketing department of a big company, always need to find new leads and perhaps struggle with it. I'll show you something that totally mind-blowing, how you can fast and very easily generate leads based on your target audience. This lead generator here, be ready to blown away. Okay, so let's find some new leads. I'm going to open a new task. Who would you like to find? I want to find solopreneurs in Singapore because that is my target market. Those are the people I'm trying to help with AI implementation. And now it's going to go to LinkedIn and looks for the location, looks for the company size, and filters out 10 samples for me. Of course, you can do more, but right now it has found the information here. I will now proceed to Google Sheet with these details. And in a moment, I will have 10 new leads. Isn't that amazing? How long do you take right now to find 10 new leads that fit your target market? Just think about that. All right, it has created my Google Sheet, which will open here a new tab. There we go. I have names, job titles, location, mail, and phone number. So now I found leads. What am I going to do with these leads? Call them. This is another totally mind-blowing AI tool that can actually make cold calls, and it will call your cold leads, for example, these 10 people, without you having to be on the phone. Of course, you need to give it some context and some rules, but I'm going to show you that coming up next. How AI can call cold leads and filter out those that are interested so that you don't have to waste your time for those who are not. Watch this space. Now, I'm not actually going to call these leads because then I don't know what's happening. I want to show you what's happening, so I'm going to call myself. I pretend to be the lead that was found just now. So I'm going to get my mobile phone ready. Here it is. I'm going to enter the prompt. Try to get an appointment for a free consultation. How our AI automation agency can help them to increase activity. And the greeting is, good day. I am Angela from Smart Solutions. When the person picks up the phone, that's the greeting. You can choose the voice. I like this one. You can record the call, and you can also have a disclaimer thereof if you wish. Then you put in the phone number and make the call. I'm gonna get my mobile phone ready here and call. I'm gonna answer that call. We'll put it in loudspeaker.
Quality assurance. Your participation implies consent. Thank you. I am Angela from AI Smart Solutions.
Hi, thank you, Angela, for calling me.
Are you interested in learning about how our AI automation agency can help you save time and increase productivity?
Oh, yeah, sure. Tell me more about it.
Our AI automation agency specializes in implementing artificial intelligence solutions to streamline processes and boost efficiency. Services range from data analysis and prediction to virtual assistants and chatbots. By leveraging AI technologies, we can help automate repetitive tasks, accelerate decision-making, and improve overall productivity. Would you like to schedule a free consultation to discuss how our solutions can specifically benefit your business?
Yeah, sure.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. To schedule a free consultation, I just need to gather some information from you. Could you please provide me with your preferred date and time for the consultation?
All right, and so on. I'm going to hang up now on Angela. Isn't it amazing? would you have been able to say that this was an AI tool? And she's absolutely not real. And she, I think, has come up with some quite clever points, even though I didn't really train her. Here's the transcript that you have seen that we were just discussing. Now you can call all your cold leads with the AI tool, and those who say, I'm not interested, you don't waste your time. And those who are, then you can talk to them in person. If you find it as awesome as me, type A into the chat box. Thank you. All of us have to read quite a lot every day in our business or even free time, and it takes a lot of time. Most of us have not learned how to do speed reading, but I have a simple yet effective solutions for you to, of course, AI powered. Let's take, for example, this lengthy science article here about obesity and so on. It doesn't really matter, but it's very long. So if you want to read this will probably take you approximately half an hour. But I can help you to read this same article in 10 minutes with this simple AI solution. If we use this AI tool here in order to help us to read this article, I'm gonna start the tool right now. Right, so normally this would take us about half an hour to read at average reading speed of 100 words per minute. But if you use this tool without having to learn speed reading or anything, we can significantly reduce this time. So let's do double speed first. 200 words per minute, then obviously it only takes 15 minutes to read. Let's see whether we can do that. Right, very easy to read because the way how it is formatted. Normal text, black and white, you have to go the whole line and all this. This presents only a few words at a time and in different colors. That's why it makes it very, very easy to read. So let's do triple speed. So then it takes us only 10 minutes. Can we do it? Let's have a look. Still easy, right? You probably can do, after a little bit of practice, more than 3 times, 3.5, 4, or you can have more words at a time. Then you can 3 words at a time instead of 2. Then it further reduces the time. You saved 24 minutes there just now, simply by using AI to read this article or whatever it is, report that you might have to read. Brilliant, right? I was talking about office automation earlier on. Now, this is the ultimate thing. All the other tools that I showed you help you to reduce the time by 80, 90, 99%. But this one is 100%. This is a tool where you can automate certain tasks that are repetitive. In this case, for example, if I post a blog post, then this automation tool will put it through a parser, ChatGPT and router, and then put it into Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, all automatically without any intervention at all. So I don't have to go through all this different social media and post the text and upload the image and all this. This does it 100% automatically, 24/7. It runs in the background and you can do many, many tasks. For example, they have many templates, which I can also give you as one of my gifts. More than 100 templates that you can use and simply deploy into your own business or workflows and automate them so that you have more time available. Just some examples: generate Telegram bot responses with ChatGPT, create Google Calendar events from Notion, save, or this one, if you do Facebook marketing, you know that Facebook is very annoying. They give you a lead, but then you have to still go into Facebook and retrieve it manually. But this automation tool extracts it from Facebook onto Google Sheet. You can also get an alert immediately. All this 24/7, fully automated. Or you can save attachments to Google Drive automatically without having to. You get a picture, right? All these repetitive tasks that occur again and again and just take away so much of your time can be automated. I can help you with that. It's not rocket science. So just contact me if you want to learn more about it. Now, customer service is also significantly undergoing change. For example, there are pre-trained customer support agents, they call it in AI, that can do your customer support for you at least 80%. There's always some cases that still require human intervention, but much less if AI does the bulk of the job. For example, pretty much all websites, as you have experienced yourself, have chatbots these days. This is my website. My chatbot is obviously called Angela, and she can help you with certain things that are recurring. It's the same questions that people ask, then the same answer she's gonna give, etc., without me having to do that. Only whatever Angela cannot answer anymore, then I can step in. And many companies are doing this on scale. This company here, the CEO fired his entire customer support team and replaced them with ChatGPT. ChatGPT can be also connected to a human AI in video rather than text. This was a text chatbot here. Actually, last year, I made history when on a Success Resources event, I was the first one to bring a non-human being onto the Success Resources stage, which was this lady here. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Ariana, and I am an AI human that will be able to answer all your questions about AI in up to 10 languages. What question will you like to ask first?
So Ariana is an interactive video chatbot. She's much better looking than me, but she's also not real. Just like Angela, also Ariana does not exist, but she can listen to your questions and then answer them.